Hi, this is Dorothy from Dorothy Kilty from Raccoon Alley Creations. Um, Jennifer with the Treasured Page has posted a new swap for this month, and it includes making an over the page flip with or without magnets. Anyway, I thought I'd try with some playing with some magnets and share it with you while I do it. Okay, so what I did is I found this kitchen magnet that I picked up someplace or got in the mail. And so I wanted to play with it and see what I could do. So the first thing is, do they stick to each other? Because, you know, magnets the wrong way do repel, and they do. Is it going to be thick enough to work with this? I'm not sure. So I also took this strip and cut it into smaller pieces. So it's still, so again, I want to see what it would take. And I also want to see what if my glue is going to work that I've got, which what I'm using is Fabri-Tac. Now, it might not work, and if it doesn't work, I will switch to Gorilla Glue. So I'm going to try, first of all, putting these like this. And I just really want to make sure that these are going to stick. So, yes. Okay, so I'll put them in the middle of each side on the bottom. Okay, so the glue will go on this side if the glue wants to come out. Always a big question. I should have checked it before. Okay. Okay, now. So this is the side that would normally be showing when your magnet's on the refrigerator. So I am putting this on here. Okay. So we're gonna, I really want these to stick well. So I'm not gonna play with them until the glue's had a chance to set a little bit. Now you probably could also use hot glue or something, but I want to see, since this is what's on my desk most of the time, I want to see if this is going to work. So I have these on here, and I'm going to just clip them in place for a little bit. Now, the actual challenge, and this one is not going to be the one I send out, I don't think, because I'm playing with it. But the actual challenge is this is going to go over the page, and then these need to be decorated and stuff. Now, on this one, the idea is to have a few pages for a writing book. And the way I thought I'd put this together is using, I'll use another card. Come on, I have a whole bunch of cards right here. I know I did. Index cards. Here they are. I use another index card on here, and I think I'm going to go ahead and leave the lines because it will allow it to you to use this inside for journaling if you want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to cut these. I'm only going to cut these tabs about 1 inch long to hold these two together. So this will be, and again, I'm just playing. I have not done this before exactly. I made the envelopes with it last month, but I didn't try doing it as a journal, as a little booklet. So, and I might be doing this backwards. So, you know, we're experimenting, we're playing. So this is gonna see how this works. You know, I get these magnets every once in a while, and generally speaking, I will throw them away or something, which is kind of a shame because I used to give magnets like this out, and I know that they do cost a fair amount of money. I used to be a realtor, so I would give away magnets at different times every year. And I think I may have some, I'm using a pin to try and separate this. I don't want it to go through the whole thing, but I put it in between and then twisted to give me a place to hold on to do this. Now this one is also going to be an inch in from this end. That's the way I'm doing it. Okay, so we have that, and then that will go on this. So like this. Okay, and so now we just want about 4 sheets of paper here. So not very much. And I want fairly lightweight paper. I don't want to use some of the heavier paper that I have around a lot of times. So what do I have here? I should have grabbed some of my dyed paper, my coffee dyed paper. Okay, I'm going to cut this here. So I want to put 4 pages in this. I think what I'm going to do for this one, I may not on the real one, so to speak. So this is going to go about right to here. So I'm just, measuring against the index card and stuff. So I'm going to put, for this one, this paper over this paper, okay? And then put it in here. And let's see. I can probably... I'm going to try something here. I should have done this before I closed the tapes on the other one. Now, one of my concerns, of course, is that I am adding thickness to this as I do it. Okay, I'm going to go through here and attach that to this. Okay, so that is holding this page in place. Do you see that? Now these, because it goes on the other side of it, I think I can do that same thing. Kind of. There, I got this crooked, and I have a little tail hitting off, so let's go like that. Okay, so now once again, I put this through the paper side here, and just push away. So twist or push to separate these. I didn't want the whole thing to come off yet. Okay. Now, is what I'm doing the best way to do this? No, I don't think so. But I think that for this, it's going to work. Not straight. Let's put it straight. It's much easier doing it here on the edge than it was trying to fit it into the middle. Okay. And now we have another one. And once again, we'll separate this. So I like to put the tape on before I start decorating, so I can cover it up if I want to. Okay, so we're playing. We want to see if this works. This is going over, yeah, it's going over the edge, but I think, no, that's not okay. That is not okay. See, what's happened is I've come up against the tape on that side, so I'm going to trim this. So this will go here. This can go ahead and go here. So it looks like it's there. Okay, so now I have, here's the cover. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pages for writing, and this will go on the front. Now this is going to go on the back like this, you know, and I think we're just going to hinge it the same way using two of these. And because this is a little bit small and because it worked, I'm also going to cut this in half. Okay, where's my little pin? We will. I cannot cut straight for the life of me. Okay, so then we'll put this in. Goes there, and then this piece is going to be going right like this. I think I should have left a little bit more space here, but let's see. So say this is, well, let's try this. Will it go over a card and stick? Yes. Okay, will it go through, okay, how many pages of paper do we have here? We have 2, so this would be 4 pages in my booklet, just in case, you know, you want to bookmark it and hook some things together. Is this going to work? No, that's too many pages. So what about 2? Yeah, yeah. So through 2 pages, this is stuck. Okay, so we'll go through 2 pages. It doesn't seem to want to go through 4. Let's try 3. There's 3 pages. And of course, because they're not folded or anything, they're also kind of fighting it, but let's see. No. So for this kind of magnets, 2 pages is about the most it's going to do, but it will go over 1 very neatly. Okay, so you've got this front and the back. You can, so on a real one, I think I would cut this into a nice square instead of leaving that round there. Okay, so now we can decorate this up with some papers, and it'll be very pretty. So I have this black and white picture of a bird. Let me, if I want to cover it up. I don't mind some of the words on the top, that's fine. I'm going to just cut around it to the size of this index card. Not sure where I got this picture. I mean, I made copies out of a book. Might be a real National Geographic. I've got one that goes to about 1918 that I've made copies of some pictures. so I don't have to cover up the book. Okay, now this can go right here on the front. And you've already got some, pages are already kind of distressed on the edges here. So I'm going to distress the other three. Okay, I can glue this down. I'm going to put the glue on this front. Oh, are you stuck again? Coming out just real slow. Could be, I mean, I need to fill this bottle, so that's part of it. And sometimes when the bottle starts getting low, the glue, the Fabri-Tac, also gets thicker. I have been known to add a little bit of nail polish remover to it because it will help it go. Okay, and now let's add a little bit of collaging here. I have this really pretty paper, so I'm gonna, this is just about like a checkbook sized pad of paper that I just thought was so gorgeous. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to tear this top edge, and then the straight edge can go on the bottom of this. Okay, so we'll cover this up like so. Okay, and then this is actually going pretty quickly. I'm not prepared. I have a box of different words and quotes and different things that I like. And I'm going to take this one off of the sheet. I looked them up and I typed them into a file and then printed it out on this colored paper. So if I did it, he did it with all of his heart and prospered. Has nothing to do with birds, but it's a nice quote. So I'll put it on here. Okay, and now I'll just take this journal I have right here. Okay, and let's put it over the page. There we go. And that works pretty darn good. So if you have some, magnets, refrigerator magnets and stuff, this could work very well. I will want to come back and decorate some more of these. And then on the back, what I'm thinking about, and again, we want to keep it pretty lightweight, okay? So I was thinking about cloth. Let me see what kind of fabric I've got here. Okay. This is just some fabric that I have. Oh, I cut it. Oh, that's okay. I actually made it into a pocket, but I only want one layer for this. And once again, I'm going to want them to be index card wide. So let's go ahead. Let me cut this off. I think I'm going to use this side. So this here, have a little fabric flip. Let's see, here's a piece of paper, and once again, I'm kind of looking for thinner paper rather than thicker paper, because I don't want this to weigh down too much. Although this is to some degree an experiment. So I have okay, we want it to be smaller. Let's see. So just a couple sheets, I think. This is a fabric flip. But we want to be able to write on it. So what I'm going to do is just take this. So there's a couple different things you can do with book pages to get writing space on them. This is one of them. You can see how my desk gets to be such a mess when I just pull them all over the place. But you just put tape down and then pull it off. Okay, and then you also have this, it's like instant washi tape that you can put on places to decorate it, which is kind of cool. The tape can go either way, so we can put some across this way. Really wants to stick. Okay, and then let's put, now I'm not going to put it this time over the part that's already been torn because I think it's going to weaken the paper even more. Okay, so now we have this. Okay, and we'll put this here. We'll put this piece here. I'm going to tear this down here a little bit. So we have a roller skate and a rolling pin on here, but we also have writing page. You know, I'm going to do just a little bit here. Okay, so now we have this, and this, I'm going to staple these. You could staple them, you could sew them. In fact, my sewing machine is right here. So I'm going to quick sew them. Just going to sew straight across the top. Okay, like this. And then I can glue that down with the Fabri-Tac. It would also be fun to stencil underneath here or do something to make it interesting. So not a stencil, just rubbing some. This is vintage photo. Whoops. You have to not mess with it while it's drying. Okay, so now here we go. We have like a bookmark that will go, this is over 2 pages. Okay, there we go. So this, you have a little book for writing. This also flips up so you can write under here. You can turn it over. Actually, this is 4 pages. That's why it's not sticking. But it still hangs just fine. So on this side, you know, we have another little flip up, kind of a waterfall fabric covered flip up, and it's staying in the page. So bookmark, embellishment, serves multiple purposes. So I have some little dried flowers. I'm going to, now when you're going to dry flowers like this, you need to make sure you get lots of glue on the flowers, or you can cover them up with plastic or something, but okay. So now we add that there. There we go. I think it's kind of pretty. It was pretty quick and it was fun, and I discovered that these magnets do work to hold things together, which was the purpose of this play. Thank you for following along with me. Dorothy Kelty at Raccoon Alley Creations.